Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Let's Get Ready to Rumble podcast. Today we're joined by Ryan Dennis from Harrison Residential Estate Agents, as well as the boss of Ready to Rumble Fitness and Rumble's Boxing Academy, Billy Rumbol. Firstly, how are you both doing? Ryan, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all good, thanks. Yourself?
I'm not too bad, mate. Bill, things all good your end?
Yeah, all good, James, all good. A little bit bored. I've been better, to be honest with you, but yeah, getting through it, mate, like everyone.
Is your head feeling cold?
Yourself, been good?
Yeah, I'm alright. Is your head cold?
Yeah, it is, yeah, I had to put that on, even with the sunshine.
It's why you get sunburned.
I feel the same, mate, don't worry. You've probably got the hairline, mate.
So we thought we'd bring everyone sort of a bit of a different episode today. Obviously, both of yourselves, you're running businesses in the local area in Sittingbourne. You know, both of you, you're affected a bit by obviously what's going on with this pandemic that's happening at the moment, and having to go around things a bit of a different way. So we thought it'd be an interesting spin on the podcast today to chat about how things are being done in a local area to keep things normal as best as possible. So we'll start with yourself, Ryan. So firstly, mate, why don't you give the Ready to Rumble Fitness podcast viewers a bit of an introduction to who you are and what you do?
Yeah, so I started a estate agency about 9 years ago now, over in Medway. Working against Bill, he was one of my biggest competitors at the time. Before now he's doing so successful in this game. I've carried on, worked myself up from your trainee negotiating, now a branch manager down at the Sittingbourne Harrisons. To be honest, it's always been not an easy job, but it has been challenging at times, but I've never come across a challenge like this, to be honest. So, yeah, it's good that obviously these local businesses are coming together, different ideas being thrown around, and the amount of money everyone's raising for like the NHS or different charities locally. So, yeah, it's appreciated, obviously, coming on this podcast as well, talking to you guys, seeing how you're doing and what you're doing as well. And that's really good.
Yeah. So, obviously, the coronavirus, I imagine it's taken a bit of a toll on the housing industry. I imagine, not a lot of people are looking to obviously sell or buy at the moment. So how are you finding things and, the sort of transition?
Yeah, I mean, viewings, obviously, it's not essential to go and view a house at the moment. So viewings have quietened down. So we're now doing video tours. I've got all my clients to send me a video in, and then I've done a talk over their house and then put them on social medias, your Rightmoves, your online portals, really. Mm-hmm. Valuations, we've just created a social distancing valuation, which obviously normality, Bill will know, you like to sit in someone's front room and actually get to know your needs, get to know people, what they want, that kind of thing. But this social distancing tool, it allows you to upload photos, videos of your house, and then you can ping it over to me and then do a valuation that way. So business as usual as much as it can be. There are still moves going ahead, people that are in the process of buying their houses and stuff. So that's all still going ahead, and one of my colleagues, she's doing a sterling job of keeping all of that sort of things together. And then I'm just working on my current people that are on the market, making sure they're all right, it's everything they need. But yeah, in general it is difficult, but we will get through it.
That's it, 100%. We've got to keep that positive mindset on things. Think things might be different, but there's always a way around things. As the British, we're famous for finding. We always find the way to win and find our way through things, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, all the different charities and that's been getting involved. As I say, it's really good with the community. How many people are helping us? Obviously, you guys are doing a lot as well. So yeah, it's really good that everyone's coming together.
Yeah, but Bill was explaining to me today you was doing an auction today, wasn't you, for children under 16 to help raise money for them?
Yeah, so the charity is called Holding On Letting Go. So it's ages between 6 and 16 that have had a bereavement. Obviously, all their charity events have been cancelled due to what's going on. So we thought we would help and do either an auction or a raffle, that kind of thing. Obviously, I've approached Bill and he's offered a free one-to-one training session in there. We've got all other local companies, some beauty people that are getting involved, offering 50% off treatments. A company called Class Glass. They're offering a £150 voucher. They do like splashbacks and your glass balustrades and that kind of thing. So yeah, again, a lot of response from it, and can't wait to get the tickets on board and get people involved, and again raise more money for charity.
Yeah. So how can people get in touch, Ryan? You know, if people want to buy some raffle tickets for the raffle, how can they get in touch to buy some?
Yeah, so follow obviously Harrison's Residential on Facebook. The link's going out there next week, and then the raffle, we're doing like a virtual raffle. So you'll get emailed your ticket, and then the 8th of May, we're doing 8th of May, which is obviously May Day. We'll be doing either a Facebook Live or some sort of video, picking the numbers out of a hat or whatever, and then that person will win that prize as such.
Nice.
So I've got a month yet to get some more local businesses on board, get some tickets sold, and yeah, raise more.
That's it. That's what it's all about. It's brilliant to see how the communities, you know, like you're saying, how the communities, you know, coming together, you know, as best as possible. We're all trying to help each other out, and that's one thing. The one positive that I do have seen, that's obviously, it's a terrible time what we're going through, but one positive that we have seen come from this is how amazing the British public are of coming together as one to support each other in such a tough period of time.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, even in our game, there's a couple of other independent estate agents that are going through it with us, and we've all been in contact with each other. How can we help each other? So even though our biggest competitors are coming together and helping, so it is really good, to be honest, because you're not worrying that they're out touting us, because we're all just working together to help the general public as such.
That's it. So obviously, with our things, obviously, I imagine you're obviously fully working from home at the moment. So what would you say is sort of an average day at the moment of you know, an estate agent is at the moment, Ryan?
Yeah, again, there's always learning and stuff to be done. So we're involved with a company called the Property Academy, and they're putting on loads of webinars talking about your structure of your business. So it's obviously utilising this time to make different things, put different structures in place, so when you do go back, you can implement it straight away. So they're the things you don't have time to do in the office, because you're always 24/7 talking to other clients. You've got people coming in, you're in and out. So yeah, it's really time to knuckle down on your business and carry on being successful when you return.
That's it. It's what I've certainly seen. A lot of people that, you know, they're talking about it. Make the most of the time that you have right now. It's to, you know, learn new things, develop new skills, put new processes into place. So that when, you know, you come back into the office, into your business after you know, the government raises the restrictions, you've got a really new, well-oiled machine ready to roll and to start, you know, developing business and helping out your clients.
Yeah, definitely. And as I say, I've got a big book to pass for some revision and that kind of thing to do, and I'm not a great learner. I don't like reading, but I'm making myself do it in this time. Keeps me out of the way of the little and the missus and that kind of thing.
100%.
Bill will know, we would tell you, but it's not easy being at home.
It's not easy.
Well, moving on to you, Bill. Obviously, you know, you're obviously, we was talking about it just before we started the call. You're usually out 6 a.m. in the morning till, you know, 9 o'clock at night. How are you finding that transition from being, you know, in the gym 24/7 to being back at home again?
Yeah, no, it's tough, to be honest. I mean, like we were saying, the first week it was all like, it was nice because you was at home with the family. I had Zoe here, I had Rocco here. It was something different, something that I don't usually get to do. But by a week and a half into it, I really started to struggle, because it was like there was no routine, there was no structure to your day. I just lost all motivation, and to be honest, now, I mean, it's lucky that the weather's quite nice, because if the weather wasn't nice, I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd probably be climbing the walls by now. So it's quite nice that the weather's good. But I'm finding it quite testing, shall we say.
Yeah. So obviously, you know, you have the amateur boxers, you have the pro boxers, and how things change, obviously, in terms of contact with them and, you know, helping them stay fit throughout this time.
Yeah, to be honest, I think I've spoken to most of the boxers every day. You know, I've spoken to Neil and Martin, the pros. All the amateurs have been sort of messaging me or tagging me in their stories about the runs they've been doing or a bit of work from home. So I'm still keeping contact with them. But it's just mad, isn't it? I was speaking to a few people this morning, and it just never imagined anything like this would happen in our lifetime. And even now, I don't think it's kicked in for everyone still. But just looking and listening to the news, it's just crazy times at the minute. But just trying to keep the boxers motivated as best as you can. You know, sending them positive feedback on what they're sending you, and just hoping that we can get out of this disaster as quick as we can, as quick as possible.
That's it. It's that positivity, and I remember seeing Eddie Hearn put a post out on Sky Sports Boxing's Instagram. Those boxers, who stay motivated, stay positive, and get through this, and stay ticking over in shape. Those are the ones who are going to have the best opportunities once this is over, because there's going to be a big demand for boxing shows. Sky, they've not been able to fulfil all their slots, etc. So a lot of boxing shows will be sort of bunched together once the coronavirus is gone. So those boxers who stay fit and stay ready are going to have the best chances of getting on shows like that, aren't they?
Yeah, of course. But it's one thing staying fit and staying ready, but I believe that obviously if you've got big fights coming up, not even big fights, just whatever, 4-6 rounders, whatever, you've still got to have a good 6 weeks of sparring in that camp. So I don't see how many boxers are going to be fighting fit by the time that the government's lifted the restrictions, because they're not going to have the strength conditioning, not going to have the sparring, they're not going to have the pad work. So it's all very well running, keeping your weight down, keeping fit. There's nothing like the contact side of it, and no boxer in the world, I don't believe, has got that at the minute. So I was listening to a Steve Goodwin podcast earlier this week, and he was talking a lot of sense, and he said himself, he personally doesn't think that boxing will resume again until beginning of next year.
Really?
Because of the contact of it, because of people not wanting to be close with each other at boxing shows. Not many people are going to buy tickets. The people that are trying to sell tickets to people that haven't been at work is going to be tough. So what he was saying and what I was hearing from him was sort of realistic, because it made sense. The boxer's not going to have the training. There's not going to be any money. It's a contact sport. So, yeah, I can see boxing not coming back until early next year from what he was saying.
Yeah, it's absolutely disaster. But you see it with a lot of, obviously, the sports that's going on around the world at the moment. Obviously, boxing, people aren't going to be able to box, like you say, train for a while, and that does make a lot of sense. You're saying I'm going to have to give that. Is that a Ring Talk podcast episode, Bill?
Sorry, I stand corrected. It wasn't a podcast. I just realised that once I said it. It was one of his live things that he does on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I think on Tuesday night he did one on his live Instagram, and he had a few guests on. And yeah, so it was on his live Instagram. So I don't think you'll be able to see it unless he on his YouTube page. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look for it, Bill, because that would be interesting to listen to that and hear his perspective on it. But yeah, you see it around the world, like the Formula 1 I've seen there's talk of the season being cancelled altogether. Football, obviously, this season's pretty much gone. You're not expecting it to resume, and who knows towards like September time whether the season's going to come back. Because like you say, people ain't going to really want to be sitting around each other, are they? Because we still don't know how long it's going to be till this is gone.
Yeah, he made a point of like Eddie Hearn shows, Matchroom shows. Maybe they might be able to go behind closed doors because it's television, and television pay for a lot of the shows, and it's a lot of income from the telly. He said that Eddie Hearn may be able to do a couple before the end of the year. He said, but your smaller hall shows like Goodwin, a few of the MTK ones that are not televised. He said that they're going to struggle. He said because they don't earn any money unless they're selling tickets, and he doesn't believe he's going to be able to sell tickets because of the people still being around each other and stuff. So I think it's the uncertainty more than anything. Nobody really knows what's going to happen, but I think he was just being a realist and talking a lot of sense, and I could see where he was coming from.
Yeah, 100%. Well, obviously, you're talking about obviously the gym in general, being out of things. Obviously, the gym's been had to shut for a while now. So, thankfully, we've got an amazing support network, like we was talking about, Ryan. There's an amazing support network with businesses around, and people have come together and thankfully been able to help the gym out, haven't they, Bill?
Yeah, they have. I mean, on our GoFundMe, we're actually up to about £3,500 of funding at the moment. So on our GoFundMe, we're up to about £1,700. We had a local businessman at the beginning of this week give us £800 into our account. We had one of the little girls who trained with us in the beginners, Dad give us £350, and we had a local football team that had paid £220 to a school that they used for the rest of the season. They were refunded that, and the mums and dads decided to give that £220 towards Rumbles as well. So we're up to about 3,000 odds at the moment. So it's unbelievable the way people come together.
Yeah, it
really is. And this morning I've decided that I'm going to do the half marathon tomorrow, and even this morning alone I've raised £260 for the NHS staff. Just a click of the fingers, really. So it's unreal the support you're getting.
Yeah. How are you feeling about doing the half marathon tomorrow, Bill? You looking forward to it?
Yeah, do you know what it is? I'm nervous, but as a boxer, I've always run. So, like, for the majority of my life, the main thing I've always done is I've been out on the roads. I used to hate running, and I hate running still. But it'll get me out there. It's good for your mind, and also it's going to raise money for a good cause. So, ultimately, that's what it's all about.
That's it, exactly.
But yeah, I'm quite nervous to back myself back into a 13-mile run straight away.
Yeah, I hope you're not nominating anyone after that.
You have to get a live video going, Bill. Someone to follow you in the car whilst you're running.
You know what? I was thinking of a way. I was going to try and do the whole thing live, but I was trying to think of a way I could do. Obviously, Zoe can't get out of bed with Rocco too early, and he won't be able to stay out that long.
What time are you going to do it?
You'll probably be the Max Worth, but put something so I can have it live all the way, sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll see if I can work something out for you, Bill, and I'll let you know this evening.
Yeah. And if you do, then you can join me at 7 a.m. in the morning out on my 13-mile half marathon. You can pretend you're with me.
I've been struggling to be out of bed by about 11 o'clock at the moment with this corona.
Yeah, well, you can watch it later then.
I'll try and be up for it. It is mental though, the difference is, the effects it's having on everyone. But, I thought one thing, a question that I'd pose to both of you, as business people in the local area would be, what are the lessons you've taken from, what's gone on the most? What lessons have you learnt the most from what's happened? Start with Ryan. Ryan, what lessons have you learnt most from this all?
Yeah, I think because obviously estate agents have this perception that they're liars and this kind of thing, but I think it's certainly the people I've spoken to, it's actually made their mindset change that we are generally here to help people out. We're not here. You don't work to earn money. You do actually work to help people. Obviously, it's the same with you guys. It's obviously with Bill as well. He's helping people get to the best of their ability. He's not just doing it because he has to. He loves doing it, and I think that's coming through now. And again, with other business, my mate Callum, he runs Class Glass. He's done an NHS Heroes funding page, and he's got just over 1,600 quid in that. Wow. With people just shaving their heads for charity and that kind of thing. So yeah, as I say, people are having another look on things and not think. And it is, as I say, good that people are coming together.
Yeah, 100%. Bill?
One thing I've taken from it is just, and I think it's not just in businesses, I think it's everyday life, and it's so true, not taking anything for granted. Literally, getting up in the morning and going to the gym, just little things, even going for a drive, going down your local pub for a drink. We can't do that, and it's just mad. The more you think about it, going out for meals, whatever it may be, it's just, I don't think, I know that I'll never take another thing for granted ever again, because 100%. This has been crazy. It's opened my eyes a lot. I've done a lot of reading on it. I've watched news every day. It's just mad what's going on around the world at the minute. People are losing businesses. They're losing their loved ones. It's just everything. Everything's gone. So I don't think I'll take anything for granted ever again, and that's the truth.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think the same thing. It's just like myself. I never thought I'd see anything like this again. And you notice the difference of things, because a thing that I look forward to a lot, is coming down the gym on a Friday evening, finish off the week well, having a laugh, having trained, feeling good after training and seeing everyone. And we can't do that at the moment. It's a real strange feeling. That you can't do the things that you do just out of a rhythm of things, the way you do normal life. But you can't, because you're just stuck indoors, and you can't do anything until obviously Boris Johnson says that we we can go back to normal the way we're doing things, you know.
Yeah, no, it is tough, and used to probably have seen it like. Probably after a week's work, I usually thank everybody. I'm very grateful for the job that I've got. As Ryan said at the beginning, I used to be an estate agent, which I enjoyed. I've done it for 6 years, but then I got a chance to take over the gym and run it as my own business, and I'm very thankful for that anyway. And I used to post about it, but even more so now. Once we get to go back and do what we love, I'll be so much, even more thankful for it, because times like this, you just never know when they're going to happen, do you? So
that's it. Well. Another thing I wanted to ask you both, to the people watching, what would you say, people obviously they're looking for a bit of inspiration, looking for a bit of advice for people, struggling a bit of times. What would be a bit of advice, bit of inspiration you'd like to put to people? Ryan, what would you say that would be?
I think the thing to take out of it is not go into sleep mode. And what I mean by that is don't just get out of bed and then sit on the sofa and play your PlayStation. Take the chances. What Boris he's allowed us to go for a walk and do a bit of exercise. Go and do it. Obviously, Bill's been doing his live workout chats. Get onto them for a 20-minute workout. You still need a bit of routine. I've been getting up, not dressing in a suit, but I've been putting smart clothes on. Obviously, I can't do my hair because I don't got none at the minute. But yeah, you still need to feel like you're still in a routine. Just don't go into sleep mode.
Yeah, 100%. I see you right on that.
Yeah, I'll probably second that. To be honest with you, I started off doing the live workouts, and I was very motivational in the first week. Last week, I probably fell into a little bit of a hole. Like, everything just got on top of me. Obviously, the business not running, people dying, all the negativity on the news, and I was struggling last week, to be honest. And then this week, that's the reason I've chosen to do something for the NHS and do a run tomorrow, like a half marathon, just to keep active. And that's what I'd say to anyone. If you do feel yourself dipping a little bit, like Ryan said, get yourself in a routine, stay active, keep the brain active, go for a walk. If you've got a dog, take your dog for whatever. Just keep yourself active, because once you get into that hole, it's hard to come back out again, especially with all the negativity going on at the minute. So
that's it, 100%. Well, before we round up, Ryan, Bill, have you both got anything, a message to the viewers you'd like to send out before we finish up? Ryan, you got anything to say?
Just keep safe, really. Keep safe, and we will get through it.
That's it, Bill.
Yeah. Just thanks to everyone that's helped us out in these tough times. Thanks for everyone for the donations for the run that I'm doing tomorrow. And like Ryan says, I'll second that. Just keep safe. And as Boris would say, stay at home, save lives, protect the NHS.
That's it.
Who said it better, Bill or Boris?
It's too hard to choose, Bill. It's too hard to choose. Well,
but all just keep safe, and we'll pull through it okay, and it won't be too much longer until we're back doing what we love.
Yeah, and fingers crossed, Boris will hopefully, touch wood, send a shout out to him from the Let's Get Rid of Rumbol podcast. Get well soon, Boris.
Boris,
we're rooting for you. Yeah, and one more thing as well. Obviously, it was we saw just a big shout out and congratulations to Rumble's boxer, the man of Rumble's gym, Mike McDonough, and his partner Sharice. Their little baby girl Malaya was born. So big congratulations out to them.
Marty. He FaceTimed me this morning and he's moaning about having sleepless nights already. It was only his first night.
He sent me a WhatsApp at 1:20 this morning.
This is live, and I know he's going to see this, but he was, gosh, he was up at 3 o'clock this morning for a bottle. I said, yeah, we'll get used to that.
Well,
I took his toe.
He's over the moon. He's really happy. She's home now. She got home yesterday. It's just spending a bit of family time bonding with Sharice and Malaya.
Yeah. Well, shout out Martin, Sharice and Malaya, congratulations once again. But yeah, Ryan, Bill, thanks very much for joining me on the podcast today. And hopefully, we catch up soon, and hopefully that'll be in the gym in person next time once this is all lifted. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, definitely. James, and like IFL London, like capturing their interviews.
Yeah.
Just capturing this one. She woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning for a bottle. I reckon we'll get loads of views on that.
We'll do it. That's the title. Brilliant. Well, Bill, Ryan, thanks very much, and I'll see you both soon.
Nice
Yeah,
one. Cheers, Cheers, thanks. See you
Take
later,
care.
Rob.
Bye.
See you later.
Take care.
Bye.